morning, everyone. It's Kenya. I know that it's been forever since I posted a message on my page, so I just thought that I would update you guys on what's going on with me. So in August, I went to the Mayo Clinic for my annual appointment, and everything seems to be great with me. I've stabilized all my issues, my heart, my kidneys, my bones, all that stuff. I stabilized them, so I don't need heart surgery yet because I didn't go from moderate to severe. I'm still moderately, my heart is still moderately doing the blood backwards and stuff. My kidneys were stable. My numbers did not go up at all. They were the same as last year. And my bones have stabilized. So I'm still osteoporosis, but they have stabilized. They haven't gotten any worse. So I was very happy about that. And when I saw one of my doctors, I was stunned because he comes in and he sat down and said, "I just want to sit in your aura." And I was like, "Why?" And he said that I'm the number one patient out of so many heart transplant patients. So there's all of the heart transplant patients, I'm the number one patient. I'm the one that's kept myself the healthiest. And for the amount of time I've been out almost 29 years for my transplant with no other transplants. So I was stunned that that I was that good. I knew last year they had told me that I was one of four out the longest, but I didn't think that I was the healthiest because I've been having issues with my heart and everything, which you guys know. I did talk with my surgeon back in last January, and he told me that the only thing that would cure my illnesses was to go back on the transplant list and have a heart and kidney transplant. And so I was thinking, I'm in awful shape and stuff. So I was actually stunned when they told me that that I was the number one patient for being the healthiest. So, yeah. So now I've been going to the dermatologist, of course, every couple of weeks because I have been diagnosed with cancer again. So I am healthy every other way, but I have cancer. So I had cancer there. I had cancer there again. I have cancer there, and then I have cancer there, and there, and there. And then on this arm, I have cancer right there. And then they have taken 3 biopsies on my legs, and I'm just waiting for those to come back, probably cancerous. I did have them take a biopsy of my face right there because I don't want the same thing that happened on this side of the face on this side. And this actually came back as an AK, which is non-cancerous. So they're going to freeze this one. And they've taken everything else off, but I'm going to need radiation again for this because it was such a fast-growing cancer that they want to radiate me again. Remember, I think I told you guys a long time ago, I had melanoma right there, and it had gone into my shoulder and wrapped itself around a nerve, and then I needed 38 doses of radiation. This time around, it just popped up like in one day, and it was like really, really big and everything. And so I've talked with my dermatologist and everything, and they think I'll need about 24 doses of radiation. So about 5 weeks of going down to Rapid City daily and stuff. So this will be my 3rd time having radiation. The first time I had radiation was soon after my transplant. I had 10 doses of radiation. and that was to stop my body from rejecting so high. So they made plates to cover all my organs and stuff, and then I had 10 doses of radiation, which completely stopped my body from rejecting. And then in 2017, I needed the 38 doses of radiation for my cancer, and now I need 24 more doses of radiation for my other cancer. I am thankful that I don't have to have chemotherapy on any of it, so that's good. So yeah, just, just dealing with that. But I'm so glad that that I am healthy every other way. As far as my work goes, my local doctor put in for my second telework agreement because it's been a year, and he did not put in a PRN to for me to go out to the hospital. And my boss was kind of a little bit angry with me for a couple of weeks because the people in my office were saying I wasn't wearing a mask when I would go in, and I always wear a mask when I go in. And then we had a blood drive, and my husband had COVID, and so I waited the 10 days because I live in the same house. I had to be quarantined also. I never did get the second COVID, and I think it's because of all the shots I've had. But I waited the 10 days, and then the 11th day, I just ran into the hospital to deliver the donuts, and then I went back home, and my boss saw me, and she wrote me a message on Teams and to call her when I got back home, and I did, and she got really angry and said, you're spreading germs, and I'm like, no, I waited the 10 days, and I came out on the 11th day, and she's like, no, that you didn't wait the 10 days. And I'm like, yeah, I did. I actually waited the 11 days. So she's not been happy with me. So I've been walking on eggshells with her and stuff, and trying to really get back to where I was before. I work with the infection control nurse and risk management and a bunch of other offices, but the infection control nurse and risk management nurse, they're my boss's friends, and I've lived through that before. The boss before, Lynn, had her best friend in my office, so shit rolls downhill, so it would always roll down and hit me because I'm the lowest paid in the office. And they told me that they would be at my boss's house painting and just bitching about me. They had no qualms about telling me that they were bitching about me all the time and stuff. So when I found out that Lynn's best friend was hired, and then her friend was hired, I was just like, oh great, we're gonna go through this again. So I've been trying really hard to do everything okay. So Lynn was very angry with me for that. And so because my doctor didn't write a PRN, I can no longer go to either campus at all. And she talked to me about the controlled substances, and I said, well, I can just do everything online. Because everything else has been taken away from me. My job has been taken away from me, so I have nothing left besides controlled substances. So yeah. So I've been walking on eggshells with her, and so yeah. Hopefully I will get back on her good side. I'm actually stunned that she was so angry with me. So I guess. Anyways, my dogs are doing great. They're both Brooklyn is getting to be a little lady, and Buck, he just is himself and stuff. And because I can't go out to the VA anymore. Um, I've been spending a ton of time with them and stuff, which is good. That's what I want. And so, yeah, uh, what I've been doing during the day is I've been working on controlled substances, and I've been watching a lot of YouTube. And my two favorite channels right now is the Urban Rescue Ranch. I love that guy. He is the same as me. He will want to rescue everything. And then the other one is Atomic Shrimp. Um, that's kind of a weird one. I love cooking videos because I love to cook, but he's English, and he just um, that video, at first I was like, but then I started watching it, and I'm like, well, this is kind of cool because he forages for mushrooms and all that kind of stuff, and then he cooks and he opens up weird canned stuff, and yeah, he just does a whole ton of stuff that I find interesting. So I've been watching a ton of those too, and then I've been watching some Barry Lewis. Um, Kitchen gadgets and stuff, and then of course the Queen Elizabeth death and stuff. I've been watching a lot of that too, because that's something major. I've always lived with a queen. I've never lived with a king, and so now, even though they're not my king and queen, I still watch them and stuff. And I feel so bad for the family because of the death of the queen, but I just have been watching a lot of it. So yeah. So back in March, my mother got really sick, and she had 2 huge ulcers, and it wasn't letting the food go down anymore. So she was air flighted to the Mayo Clinic, and she needed a feeding tube put in for 2 months. And I took her back in May, and she got the tube out, and she had an endoscope done, and they saw that she still had just a little ulcers. So then she went back to Mayo with me, and she had the endoscope done again, and she is perfect. Everything is just great. No more ulcers. She was told that she needs to change the way she eats. She needs to really slow down with her food, and she needs to cut her food into itty bitty pieces, which that's how I eat. So I told her, I said, it's just like you're gonna have gastric bypass surgery. So yeah, so everything is doing great. My husband's doing great. My dad is doing great. My sister from Texas is actually coming home for Thanksgiving, so that's good. So yeah, I'm just living my life. So, but I wanted to update you guys on what's going on with me. Like I said, I know it's been forever since I posted a video. So you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye.